and welcome to the York Enemy podcast. My name is Ryan, and today we've got another guest episode. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce this person onto the podcast. So this person plays for cricket for Western Australia and the Perth Cricket Club, winning first grade premiership in the 2023-24 season and debut for first class cricket in the same year, scoring his maiden first-class century with his third game in 2024. He's also dominated the 24-25 season in first-grade cricket with an outstanding 972 runs to his name, averaging 81, and also winning the Ollie Cooney Medal as WA's Premier Cricket Best and Fairest. Played for the Perth Scorchers Academy in the Northern Territory, a cricket mentor and athlete and mentor, and recently picked up in the Prime Minister's 11 to take on the England Lions. Joel Curtis, welcome to the podcast, mate. How are you doing today?
Good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Pleasure having you on, mate. Do you catch up? Do you do anything much today, or just relax and chilled?
Yeah, pretty relaxed day. We had I had a busy weekend, as I was talking before, about a few club games, and I was running drinks in a Shield game, which is busier than I thought. And yeah, so just chilled out today as we fly out tomorrow for a Shield game in Adelaide on Saturday. So just letting the body recover a bit.
Lovely, mate. And without further ado, we'll get into the podcast. Obviously, you've been on a couple of podcasts, but as we always do, we always start with the early life story of you. You're obviously not born as a professional athlete. So where did you grow up and where did you start playing cricket? Was it at a school team or was it at a club team?
Yeah, I guess I grew up in the hills, Kalamunda. I went to Masnod College, which is an all-boys school up in the hills. So, I guess earliest memories of cricket would just be, one, just playing in the backyard with my brother. He's older. Those battles. And then just for the Kalamunda Junior Cricket Club. That would be my earliest memories. Very enjoyable. But I think, the backyard was probably where it all started, I reckon.
Lovely. I mean, that's where everyone starts realistically, playing backyard cricket. Yeah. So obviously those junior levels, do you have like any really big fond memories of, as a junior athlete?
Not that comes to mind. I think, I remember the first 50 I ever got. We were really lucky actually. We had a turf wicket at Kalamunda, which was like one of the only ones in the comp for the juniors. So like getting to bat on that when I was younger was really good. I guess I remember getting my first 50, but also loved like my footy as well. So like was always playing footy in winter and cricket in the summer. So I think just a lot of memories of, winning games with your mates, doing well, whether it was in footy or cricket. Like I think they're the best memories and as a kid.
Yeah, totally agree, mate. When did you actually realise you were good enough for a district club and obviously being at Midland, as you said before? When was that sort of time? Did you get like scouted or did you have like a trial? Or how did that come or go?
I think I actually didn't. I remember I tried out for under 13s at Midland Guildford when I was like sort of a few years below the actual age group and didn't make it, and then came back the next year and got in. So I think I was maybe a little bit younger. Just remember, I guess, starting out there. My brother played there as well, so that's why I went there to start with. And I think just district cricket at Midland, and then I moved to Perth in my first year of under 17s, and sort of just kept going from there.
Did you continue playing for like a club team, or were you just literally full focus into Midland Guildford? Like what I did when I was younger anyway, I went to Trinity. I had a game on Friday and then I had a game on Saturday and Sunday. So like my whole weekend was just cricket. Like how was that journey for you? Did you have something similar or did you just have like districts?
Thinking back, you're testing my memory now. It was club cricket in the morning and then we would go to district in the Arvo from memory. And then when I got to maybe sort of 15, 17s, I started playing like suburban turf men's cricket as well. So, I think, it would have been like club cricket, district, and then also the suburban turf men's as well, which was, great experience. I think like just being young, playing with older people, like you just learn so much more.
Yeah. Did you understand that you were like pretty good at cricket at like your age? Like, did it kind of hit you or?
Yeah, I think like I was always, I guess, in and around sort of like batting up the top of the order and I guess doing well. And then, yeah, I got picked in a few of those sort of under 15s, 17s, carnivals and trials and things like that and did okay. But I never thought I was like amazing or anything. I guess I was a bit of a smaller kid and didn't grow till I got a bit older. So I didn't feel as competitive with some of the bigger guys during that time. I was a bit of more of a nudger around and, just batting long periods of time. So, I guess I was always up and around there, but, I think it took a while before I got, a lot better.
Did you you obviously trial for state teams, wasn't it? Under 15s, under 15s, under 17s and under 19s. And if I'm correct, you got cut from every single one of them. How did this impact you mentally? Because obviously going through your story is a lot of, your first time you failed, and then you came back 10 times stronger. So how did this impact you mentally as your first kind of roadblocks?
Yeah, I think at that time, when you're going through those age group stuffs, it's obviously the biggest thing ever, you put so much pressure on yourself. And I remember getting a few calls when I didn't make those teams. And it was pretty devastating at the time. And you think the world's crashing down on you and you're never going to make it after that. But I think just I would use them as fuel. I think that really motivated me to, I guess, prove the coaches wrong and prove everyone wrong that I should have been in those teams. And I think looking back, I always just went back to training and working hard and trying to get better. I never let it sort of derail me too much where I sort of just gave up. And I'm not sure where that sort of comes from. I think, maybe it was, I don't remember my dad saying you need to keep going or anything. It was just maybe just the way I got brought up.
Born with it.
Yeah, lucky I did.
Who was your biggest support during that time? Did you have a big role model to ensure that you didn't go down that path of just giving up?
I think as I got older, I started working with Tom Scollay, which people in the cricket world probably know a lot about cricket mentoring, and he was really helpful as I was getting older and sort of coming into senior cricket and sort of learning, I guess, all that cricket is a game of failure and there is a lot of failures and sort of normalising that and really introduced me to sort of the mindset side of things with books and podcasts and I guess just learning how to deal with those things that cricket comes up with. So, I think he really helped with normalising all that side of things. But up until then, I sort of never really had a coach or a mentor. I sort of just loved playing cricket, loved playing with my mates, and that's what you play for. And
At the end of the day, just play for fun.
That's right.
Continuing from cricket mentoring, so we go out. We'll go to the next segment. We've aimed at cricket mentoring and obviously cricket outside of Perth, and you've played a lot of cricket. Not just in Perth, excuse me, but how much does actually cricket mentoring help you reach your goals? Yeah,
I think when I was sort of started coaching with him when I was sort of 16, 17, like I said, I never really had a batting coach or anyone with that experience sort of help me in that way. And I guess it just helps you sort of believe in yourself a lot more, having someone that can actually teach you from their experience of playing professional cricket and or a lot of first grade cricket in Perth. So I think just, like I said before, introducing me to the mental side of the game, that really helped. And then, through that, I guess, connection, Scholes helped me play cricket in the UK and that really helped me develop my game a lot more. So I think, there was a lot of other areas other than just sort of the technical coaching side. And he's a really sort of pushed me to really become a better person and learn about myself and and mindset, which, I think is a big thing as for anyone, not even in sport and just in life. Yeah.
Especially cricket. I mean, in general, I think cricket is a lot about your ability, but it's also a lot about your mindset. It's a big mindset game. Like, you could go out there and think that you're going to be in everything for 6, but realistically, and you're not really, but you might, but I'm definitely not. So I think it's really just mindset, realistically. So you did start working with cricket mentoring at 16, 17. How did that actually happen? Like, obviously they were probably a lot smaller back then. Did they come to you, or did you reach out to them? Like, how did that whole...
It was, I guess, social media as everyone sort of sees things now. But I remember just seeing something on social media, and I was like, oh, this looks pretty cool. Never really heard about this stuff before. And I guess through that, I just sent him an email and said, oh, I'm keen to do some coaching with you. And it went from there.
Lovely. And then obviously those couple of years happened, you went with them, and then you made your first grade debut at 18 for Perth. Do you remember much of that game, or?
I don't remember much about the game, but it was pretty funny because Scholes actually moved to Perth from Melville, so I actually made my debut with him, which was pretty cool. And I don't remember too much from those games, but probably pretty nervous, I reckon.
Were you keeping as well? We just...
Yeah. So I guess I sort of got into first grade, probably more as a wicket keeper, not really much so for my batting, which was sort of, one of the first grade keepers sort of retired. And that's when I sort of wanted to get into wicket keeping, because I kind of saw it as an opportunity to make my way into the first grade team and I guess, add another string to my bow other than batting.
Yeah, fully agree. I mean, being a keeper to get you most teams as well. So obviously you played cricket, but then you're also an apprentice for a little while. When did you start doing that?
Yeah, so...
Is that straight after school, or?
Yeah. Straight after school, I guess I worked as a trade assistant, worked for my dad a bit, driving around loaders and things like that. And then, I guess one of my goals, I guess in school, I was just like, you either go to uni or you get an apprenticeship. So I was like, I'm going to go for an apprenticeship, try and get into that. And I luckily got myself a electrical apprenticeship and started doing that, which I really enjoyed. And it was good fun. But I guess through doing that, I guess you see people in the industry, you see them, they're 50, 60 years old, and I was like, geez, I don't know if I could be in this workshop for the rest of my life doing this. So it's sort of, that's what sort of sparked a bit of my motivation to, I guess, really give cricket a crack and make the most of, I guess, being young and trying to pursue something, I reckon.
When did you decide to actually give up that apprenticeship? Obviously, it was, I'm pretty sure you're pretty close to finishing it, and then you decided to go, nah, stuff it. I'll put my cards into cricket. Was there a switch, or was it just a gradual build up over time? Yeah,
it was a bit of a build up. I was really lucky that the manager at work, he let me put my apprenticeship on hold for a few times to go to the UK or Darwin to play cricket, and then I was able to come back and continue. But I think after about the third time, they were like, look, you can't really work half the year. It doesn't really work like that. So there's a lot of other kids that are wanting this job. So I guess I kind of wanted to leave, but they also said you're leaving. But in between that, I guess I really had a love for the health and fitness side of things and the gym. So I did my PT course online while I was doing my apprenticeship, and then one of the stints I did in Darwin, I worked as a personal trainer and just really loved it. So I was like, if all comes to the worst, I'll just do PT. So that's what I did. After I left my apprenticeship, just went into PT, and I guess that it was really enjoyable and gave me a lot of flexibility as well to train and play cricket.
Lovely. Do you still do PT, or is it just that's on hold?
Yeah, I was doing it up until about August this year. I was just doing a few one-to-ones and things like that with some clients I've had for a while. But I sort of stopped that, then just got a bit hectic with the season and playing games and things like that.
Yeah. Obviously, you've played cricket like a lot around the globe. You had that training camp in India recently. You've played in obviously WA. You've played in England and Darwin. What is the main difference between a WA pitch, for example, like compared to an England or a Darwin?
In club cricket, I wouldn't say there's not too much difference between like sort of Perth and Darwin. Obviously, in England, I guess it depends where you play in England as well. Like if you play around sort of London, the pitches can be quite dry and can spin a lot and actually be quite batter friendly. But I played a season up, I think it was north, wherever Leeds is. And there was some pitches up there that were very green and almost muddy in a way, and because obviously the weather rains a bit more up there, so they were a lot more challenging. And you get obviously they use a different ball, the Duke ball, so bowlers that are bowling sort of medium pace that can swing it around, nip it around. So yeah, there's different challenges there. But I guess in terms of like if you're batting on the WACA compared to a lot of other grounds, like obviously the pace and bounce is very different and very, I guess, true compared to a lot of other grounds. Do
you find it's like pretty hard to adjust from like the WACA to, let's say, Perth's ground? Is there a big difference, do you reckon?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I guess batting in club cricket, you sort of, you're not getting many balls sort of bounce above your waist, like whereas most of the WACA, like, you literally have to bowl a Yorker for it to hit the stumps. So, it is quite different. But I guess, once you do it a few times, I think you can adjust pretty quickly to it.
Yeah. Do you believe without cricket mentoring, if, you didn't send that email as a 16, 17-year-old boy, do you reckon you'd be in that same position where you are now? Or do you honestly reckon they've helped you build the character you are today?
Yeah, geez, that's a great question. I haven't really thought about that. But yeah, I guess they have, helped me get to where I am today. And I'm not sure how it would have unfolded if I didn't. I'm sure I would have kept playing cricket and kept obviously working hard and figured it out on my own. But I guess, I probably definitely figured it out a lot quicker through learning from, Scholes' experience and getting pushed into those areas. And I think, it definitely helped me fast track my experience, that's for sure.
Love that. And obviously you're now a mentor, you're a third mentor for cricket mentoring. How is it like seeing young talent now actually pushing through the ranks and, playing with some younger talent that you've actually mentored?
Yeah, I think, it's always been an enjoyable thing, I guess, being able to help, younger cricketers develop their game. And, I think it's, it's very cool to see like what Scholes did to me, and I guess being able to pass them a few things on that can help young cricketers is, it's very, I guess, fulfilling, and it's cool to see.
Lovely, mate. We'll move on. I don't know how much you've listened to our podcast. I don't know if you've seen the other episodes of Guess Injuries, but basically what we do is we do a blind ranking. I did text you this, so you would be doing. So your topic is your current contracted WACA players.
Yeah.
So you got 1 to 5, 1 being the best, 5 being not the worst, but still, the bottom of the list. We'll start off with...
Best as in
like the best you think, like just...
Cricketer-wise,
bloke-wise, it can be anything. Just 1 to 5. So we'll start off. We'll go Jai Richardson.
Jeez. I'm not sure who else you're going to say, so I'm going to go number 2.
We'll go Bancroft.
I'll go 3.
Where'd you put Jai Richardson? Sorry.
2.
Cooper Conley.
I'll go 4.
Cameron Gannon.
Jeez, this is tough. I'll go 5.
Mitch Marsh.
I'm glad I left that to last. Number 1.
Yeah. Oh, wow. So, that's what we just do. Bit of a laugh and podcast, bit of an icebreaker as well. We'll move on to, now your first WACA selection in 2023-24, if that's correct. Not last year, but the year before.
Yeah.
So obviously you made your WACA first selection for the first time. How did that, how was the overall day? How much do you remember that one? Obviously probably a little bit more than the Perth game. How much do you remember of your first WACA game?
Yeah, I guess it was pretty surreal. I think, like it was, I guess I did well in second 11 and, got the call up, I guess for a Shield game against Queensland. And I guess being a away trip, there's a lot of, I guess, other things that come along with it. Like you go to the airport, you're sitting in, I guess, the airport lounge, and then you're with like Cam Green and blokes like that. And you're like, this is like, pretty awesome. And then, I guess you're getting on the plane, and then you get a coach to your hotel, and you sort of like, oh, this is awesome. Like you just sort of like
it finally hit you.
Yeah.
You were playing WACA.
Yeah, I guess like you sort of see how these guys go about it. And then, I guess everything around it, is pretty special. Like my parents came over to watch the game, and then you get the cap presentation and things like that. So it's very special. And I guess for me, like you're sort of just trying to stay in the moment, and you got to play the game. So you try not to get distracted by those other things that come along with it. But I'm sure for my parents and everyone else, like friends and family, were a lot more excited than I probably was, because I was just focusing on the game. But the game obviously went at cricket for you. Like I got a first ball duck, and so that was interesting. But I got a few catches keeping, and it was just a lot of fun. Yeah.
Obviously that was your only WACA game for the year in first. Like, did you believe like that was it? Like that was your only chance to have an actually gain in that top level? Did you believe that was like the last straw? Or do you reckon you're going to have another chance, or did you just let your batting do the talking?
I guess you definitely have those thoughts, like sort of not playing a game for the rest of the year, and you sort of like, and then obviously I got a first ball duck, so I was like, geez, am I actually good enough for this level? So I guess you go through those thoughts, and I guess there was a few second 11 games that I did well in the rest of that year, so I guess that helps with your belief a bit. But then, I guess at the end of the year, WA said they would bring over Baxter Holt as a wicketkeeper onto the contract list. So that sort of, I guess, probably created a few more doubts. And in the moment, I sort of, it hit me pretty hard. I was like, geez, it's going to be even harder to sort of get back into the team and I guess live out what I've been chasing, which was, I guess, earning a professional contract and sort of, being a cricketer full time. So, sort of that hit hard for a bit. But I guess, just kept working hard and, it all unfolded, I guess, in the best way the next year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously, that was one of my questions. Obviously, Baxter Holt comes over from, where did he come from again?
New South Wales.
New South Wales, and Philippe went over. Like, when you realised Philippe was going over, did you have big belief that you were going to get that contract straight away?
Yeah, I think what made it worse was like everyone around me and was like, oh yeah, like you're going to get this contract, you're going to get this. So like you sort of, I guess, deep down, and then you don't. And then it's sort of like, you sort of a bit of false expectation. Do
you reckon that actually added, more fuel to your fire? Because there's another thing in your life where you've kind of got knocked back again. Do you reckon that just added more to it, and then you've just excelled from it?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I remember, I guess, when something bad happens or not the way you want it to happen, like you sort of go through a period of like sort of a bit of victim mentality. But I think if you can quickly get out of that and then get to, I guess, what your main goal is, and I guess, focus on what you need to. Like, I remember sort of that pre-season I was in the WA Academy, and I was like the most motivated I've ever been to, I guess, train and get better, because, it was just sort of another one of those things that I used as fuel. So I guess in hindsight, it was, I guess, happened for a reason. And, maybe if I did get that contract, I wouldn't have worked as hard that pre-season to get better. So, it was a grind that pre-season, but it's made me the player that I am today for sure.
Everything happens for a reason. We're going for obviously that 2023-24 season. Obviously, Perth did win the Premier T20 and the first grade premiership, if I stand corrected, and the club championship.
Yeah,
pretty sure. So you won all three in that same year. Overall, how did the club and how was the mentality? How did that feel for to knock off the big three?
Yeah, that was an amazing time. Like we obviously Perth, when I first started playing first grade, we've been really successful and always made finals, but never sort of almost choked a bit. So to sort of once we got that first premiership. Within the last one was 75 years ago. So once we got that a few years before, sort of the monkey was off the back, and then it sort of just kept rolling on from there. And we had a gun team, and we were able to, we just loved. We were all good mates and really close, so we just loved playing cricket with each other, and sort of winning became, I guess, a winning mentality in a way, and almost a habit. So, yeah, it was an amazing time and a lot of good memories from that year for sure.
Lovely. Obviously, for the viewers at home that don't know, the Premier T20 happened on Sunday, and then also the first grade happens on Saturday. And when you did win that Premier T20, about what would be near Christmas time, how did you what was the mentality behind it that's not what you just wanted, just a Premier T20? You still had half the year left, but you won a grand final. What was the overall mentality trying to push that group for greater success?
Yeah, I guess with Wellesley being captain, and he has very high standards, and so does coach Jason Thompson. So we were never, I guess, it's really great to win the T20, but I think the main one everyone looks at is the Red Ball 2-day final. That's the one you want to win, and not saying the others don't mean anything, but that's what I guess the main one is, I reckon. So we're always going to keep working hard, and the players that we have in the team, we're never going to go out there and not try and do our best or strive to win a premiership. And when you do have a team like that, and I guess the momentum, you don't want to just sort of let that off easily. You want to try and do the best you can for as long as you can. Yeah.
Do you have a greatest memory from that season at all, winning the big three, or is there any funny stories that you can mention? Just give us one out of the whole year.
Yeah, there would have been a lot of funny stories off the top of my head, but probably the best one was probably getting 100 in the one-day final. I guess that's always what you want to do as a batter, get 100 and win the game, and sort of help the team win that game. That's probably one of the better memories I have from that.
Lovely. That would be awesome. But we'll move on. Look, we'll talk about that 2024-25 season that you had recently, where you just seen the ball like an absolute beach ball for the whole year in first grade cricket especially. For people that don't know, we'll have a crackdown for the start of the year. You first four innings, you went all right, just 400s, back to back to back to back. What was your mentality behind that in those first four games? Obviously you hit 100, and then to go out there over and over and over to score 400s in a row. What was the overall mentality? Did you believe you were unplayable to get out, or did you just back yourself fully?
Yeah, I think I've been through a few periods where I sort of have done consistently well with the hundreds, mostly obviously in club cricket so far. But I was in UK a few years before that, and I went through a similar period where you're just really clear and very, I guess, relaxed, and you're just fully trusting your game, your technique, and I guess you're having fun and you're enjoying batting, and you're just focusing on scoring runs. And I guess I was able to get into that state each time I batted. And I think, from years, I guess, of developing your game, you sort of develop consistent processes where you can sort of repeat and helps with your consistency. So just nailing them. And it was on that season where I was obviously trying to get back into the Shield team and earn a contract. So I was very motivated to score runs and get myself into that position. So yeah, I think it was a mixture of motivation, having a really good preseason, working on my game, and then I guess forgetting about that and just really focusing on just being clear, your processes, scoring runs and having fun. So I definitely played with a bit of freedom. But yeah, was very motivated to score runs.
Awesome. But then obviously after those 4 innings, you got selected to be back in the WA team, and then obviously it was against Tassie. You made 1 run, so that gave you average of 0.5 for 2 games. Did you fully what was your mindset after that game? Like, did you believe now this was like it, that was done, or did you believe in your ability to continue forward?
Yeah, there's always doubts and there's always those negative thoughts, but like I knew I was batting well. It was more of probably just a mental thing still with, I guess, adjusting that. I guess you can easily, or for me, I was putting, I guess, first class cricket on a bit of a pedestal, and there was a bit of a leap that I guess that perceived pressure that I was putting on myself, like that I need to score runs and things like that. But I guess, yeah, moving on from that, I was able to, I guess, just sort of switch my mindset to like rather than just like, I need to score runs, like actually just going out there, enjoying it and coming back to that trust that you have in your game that you can do it at that level. And you need to let go a little bit and play with that freedom, which I was able to do the next game against Victoria. And yeah, the first innings, like I got, I think 34 or 36 or something, and got a few 4s away. And yeah, that obviously helps with your confidence, and was able to just do that for longer in the second innings. And yeah, it was pretty cool looking back on it now, because the more I've played, I've realised how hard hundreds are to come by in first class cricket. So it was a great day.
Going on to that, that was literally my next question. That 100 against Victoria. Run us through the emotions in the moment. Obviously, I think every cricketer understands in the emotions, you don't really remember the emotions at the time, but reflecting on it now and having time to reflect on it, what are your overall emotions feeling about it now?
Yeah, it was obviously an amazing moment. And yeah, in the game, you're not trying to, I guess you're trying to stay within yourself and just focus on what you need to do in the moment. But yeah, the amount of, I guess, support and you get from doing something like that was pretty cool, and realise how much it sort of affects friends and family that are very proud of you and things like that. So that was probably the coolest part. But then just like, I guess, a sense of relief and sort of satisfaction, I guess, from the years of hard work and the doubts and that you have about your game, and I guess if you can do it at that level. So a lot of, I guess, satisfaction, and then you get a lot of, I guess, self-belief from that as well.
Lovely. Obviously, by the end of the year, as we're talking about, you didn't obviously get offered a contract at the start of the year, and then you got offered during the season, was it? A 2 year?
Yeah, so when you play like a certain amount of games, you get like upgraded to a contract. Yeah. So that's what happened. So
obviously you played 6 games for Sheffield Shield that year and then got offered a 2-year contract. Give us the rundown of how you realised, you got a contract, and when was the moment you got told that, you were a contracted WACA player?
I guess I was like, I need it. Like once you play your 3rd game, you get that upgrade. So I think, when I got that selection, I was like, this is going to be cool. Like obviously after this, I can obviously start getting paid the contract and things like that. And I guess it just happens pretty seamlessly. And I think, the boys sort of get around you a bit. Like after the game, there's a bit of a tradition that once you, I guess, do get your upgrade, you got to shout a few drinks and things like that. So it's good fun. And I guess, I think obviously you get that upgrade for the rest of the year. But I guess what I was still striving for was I guess, that contract that you can have from the start of the season, and I guess that you can keep working towards.
Lovely. Obviously, the rest of the year, you finished on 972 runs at an average of 81 with 7 centuries, and then also winning the Premier 220 again. Give us a rundown of, and then also winning the Ollie Cootie medal as well. How was the reaction when you won that? Did you know you were like most likely going to win it going into it, like realistically, or did you were you still like a little bit surprised and it didn't really hit you?
Oh, I knew I had a good chance. Like, I guess scoring the hundreds and stuff, you usually do get the 3 votes and things like that. So, yeah, I knew I had a good chance, but I missed a few games with Shield games and things like that. So, I obviously wasn't sure heading into it, but yeah, the night ended up well, and it was one of my goals at the start of the year was I think I wrote down like being the best batter in the league and winning the Ollie Cooley. So I guess that was pretty satisfying to be able to do that.
Lovely, yeah. Just pretty big achievement, especially that. As you look at all the names that won it, there's some pretty decent names. So to put yourself on that, you should be pretty proud of yourself, mate.
Thank you.
So we'll move on. So obviously recently, like in the last week, you got picked for the Prime Minister's 11. So give us the story how you actually got picked. I know you told me a little bit before, but give us the full story. Like, was it just out of the blue? Like, you had no clue and they just give you a call? And then, just give us the full story of what happened.
Yeah, it was on Sunday night, and I was pretty cooked. We just played 2 T20s that day, and I was just actually ordering, I think, some GYG on Uber Eats, and I got this call from this random number, and I was like, that's weird, so I didn't answer it. And then he called back again. I was like, I better answer it. And then Tony, one of the CA selectors, just said we picked you in this game for Prime Minister's 11, and just told me a few details about it and things like that. So I've obviously know about the game from previous years, and I was like, this is a pretty awesome opportunity to get picked in something like that, and I guess get recognised for some results that you've had. So it should be an awesome opportunity.
Is this your first time representing Australia as well?
Yeah.
So who's the first person you told that you've been selected in this game?
I rang my girlfriend Jess, and then then my parents and things like that. Yeah.
Beautiful. So what's now, even now reflecting on it, what's your overall emotions? Like, are you scared? Are you excited, happy? Like, give us the full emotions, what you're feeling about it.
More just like excited for the opportunity, to meet the Prime Minister, which is pretty cool. And
as you do that, don't you? It's Prime Minister's 11.
And I guess just like sort of, being able to put some Australian clothes on, and I guess being able to represent Australia in some aspect. I guess just the opportunity to, get your skills out there and hopefully do well. And, I guess I'm a pretty laid back guy. So I'm kind of just, it feels just like another game of cricket, of first class cricket. So I'll try and just prepare the same, and it would more just enjoy the other aspects of it that comes along with it.
Definitely. You are playing with obviously some Australian legends like Peter Siddle, Peter Hanscom, and some unbelievable young players like Consis and McSweeney. What are your feelings going into that game that they're actually your teammates? And do you have like any relationships with them already, or are they kind of strangers to you?
Yeah, I obviously just versed them. The India MRF tour I went on in pre-season, Campbell Kellaway and Oliver Peake were on that as well. So I'm pretty, friendly with them. So it'll be good to, play in the same team as those guys. And also with those like Siddle and Hanscom and those guys, just be awesome to play with them, the guys that you've watched on TV for so long. And I guess that'll be, a lot of fun, and just like, I'm sure they'll have fun like with the game, and it would just be a great experience, I reckon.
Fingers crossed, mate. So we're going with a little last pit. So what's obviously for you to give some advice for young cricket players, what is your advice for a young player who has setbacks with injuries or not getting selected? What would you say to them?
Yeah, I think sort of I touched on it a little bit, but probably, yeah, there's obviously that sort of, you can easily go into your shell and sort of stop working hard and things like that. But I think it just comes down to, yeah, getting back on the track and doing what you can, whether it's, maybe it's something, I guess everything, happens for a reason. Maybe it's something you need to work on, something you need to change. But I guess just, keeping that belief in yourself and keep working hard. I think that's the main things. And, surround yourself with good people and people that can help you sort of progress, I reckon. Yeah,
I totally agree, mate. I think your story just outlines, for me anyway, I mean, reading through it and, researching that, it doesn't matter how many setbacks you've actually had. You've actually, you've gone through it, you've reflected on it. There might have been some, sheds of tears. You might have been a little bit heartbroken, but in reality, you've really turned that negative and turned it into a huge positive. I think that's what everyone, who's listening and young cricket players should learn what to do. Is like, it's not the end of the world if you don't get selected for the first time. Like, you still got a lot of opportunities. Like, it doesn't matter what age, realistically, you just got opportunities throughout. So, yeah, I think your story is a really, really cool one, to be honest. It was cool researching on it. But yeah, what's next for, Joel Curtis? Like, what are you, what's your goals for the coming years? Like, do you think there's more Aussie selections incoming and maybe going back as a PT? I don't know. But do you have like anything that's, in your sights in the coming years?
Yeah, I think just keep building on what I've been doing and, hopefully playing a lot more first-class cricket. I guess another goal is to try and get into the Big Bash as well. So hopefully I can do that in the next coming years. But just keep working on becoming, the best cricketer I can be, wherever that leads me. I think that's sort of the main goals of, and just keep winning games for WA and, hopefully we have a good rest of the year.
Beautiful. Anyway, that's it, mate. Thank you so much for hopping on the All Cricket Me podcast. Everyone who's listening, remember to follow on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok and Spotify. Thank you for listening. Thank you again, Joel, for hopping on, and speak to you next time. Thank you.